Alright folks, welcome back. This is Balatro every day, and today we've got a puzzle to solve. If you want to take a crack at it, you can get the seed from the video description, and when you're ready, let's go gold stake ghost deck. Alright, first boss, play 5 cards. First round, 6 high straight is a little bit too low, so let's try to go for the clubs flush. 3 threes is interesting, but I just want to get better clubs here. Queen high flush doesn't win, and then we can follow up with a pair of 10s. That's it. Alright, now what? Rental red card. Red card is particularly powerful. Red card is usually the kind of thing that we want, but maybe as a rental is too expensive. Yellow deck, I think you take a rental red card. Green deck, maybe also you take a rental red card, but on the ghost deck, only $6. Probably too expensive. If this were a different rental, maybe it could be justifiable. If it were maybe something that gave us molt right away, we could take it and then we can hex it. But probably we're just supposed to open the buffoon pack. Something I've noticed about playing these daily runs every day, people submit these seeds, they say this was a hard seed, this was a seed that I lost. Often that means the buffoon pack is bad. Maybe the buffoon pack has 2 rentals. So if we wanted to not take the buffoon pack, you could consider a Saturn card. I like Saturn level 2 straight as an opener. Level 2 straight is enough to one-shot the boss. And then if we one-shot the boss, we have leftover money, extra hands for round 4. But for science, probably the thing that you're supposed to do is open the buffoon pack. Let's do that. That's not good. 2 rentals. Both perishable. I guess between the 2 of these we take the fist, also perishable, but it lasts longer than the popcorn. Bummer. And then no hex here. We can keep the hex because maybe we find something later that we want to hex. We could sell the fist here. I guess we paid $4 for a $1 joker is not great. We could sell it and take the Saturn card. We could sell hex and take the Saturn card. I think I'm going to keep the fist. At the very least, it makes us very safe. We can one-shot the next 2 rounds without too much trouble, and then extra hands is also extra money. So here, if I just do 2 pair, this wins, and it cost me $3, but also I have $3 left over from extra hands, maybe. This is fine. As long as we are profiting, as long as we are going positive on money each round, so they're $7 cash out. Probably we should open a buffoon pack and look for something better again. Scary face we could hex. Probably you just take ancient joker. If you play a pair of face cards, that's 60 chips. Foil is 50, and ancient jokers are rare. Bummer. So now we probably don't need the fist. We probably don't hex because we've got ancient joker. All right. If I play any hand, it wins because of the fist. I have a full house, 9s and 5s, ancient joker on hearts. We could discard to try to find the hearts, which for sure will one-shot. Or we have kind of a guaranteed win in 2, because if you just play the full house, then you can follow up with any pair, and then it's guaranteed to win. I think I sell the fist so we get an extra $1 of interest. I think I do play this full house. We could go for the diamonds flush, but the diamonds flush scores the same, right? Or less. Now we have a ton of hearts. Maybe we should have gone for the hearts flush. We could do it for science. So we would have had it. Maybe we should have done that. Wait, would we have had it? No, we would have been 1 away. We would have had to play an extra hand. Anyway. Uranus. Splash is kind of fun with Ancient Joker. You can play a pair and then you can splash it. You don't have to play a flush. You can splash in a bunch of diamonds in this case, but not as a rental. Let's go save our money. Boss is -1 hand size. That could be a little bit spooky. Maybe we don't draw the flush against the boss. Here, it's gonna be hard to get the diamonds flush. Maybe let's go for a straight. Maybe we have enough diamonds we could go for the diamonds flush. Maybe keep the 8 and look for a 10. 10 or 2 diamonds. Go diamonds. Okay. Right. With 2 discards and then 3 throwaway hands, we almost always get the flush, so we could just do that. Scholar, probably we don't want. One benefit of the Scholar, you get the +4 molt before Ancient Joker happens, so if we've got the flush base molt is 4, if you play an ace, then that's twice as much molt. So after Ancient Joker happens, that's twice as many points, so it's kind of like a ×2 Joker. Becomes less relevant once you level up your flushes, but maybe the 20 chips is kind of nice. Getting an ace as part of our flush maybe could be difficult. Let's just go Spectral Pack probably. I guess another Ancient Joker. We could take a Moon. So that could save us from an emergency situation where Ancient Joker would have to be on clubs. And then if we fail to draw the flush, we can use the Moon to make an emergency flush. I think maybe that's unnecessary. Maybe I'd rather just save my money. $14, $11, you get the same amount of interest, but if you spend $3, it still costs you $3. You're still $3 further away from having $25 in the bank, so let's just go next. Ancient Joker on hearts. Alright, so now, if I don't play a flush, it's not enough. So now I have to go for the flush. There it is. Maybe I should sort by suit. Maybe. Alright, 40,000 for that one. We could get an Arcana pack. Hologram Dusk. Do we want to try? Arcana could give me Hermie. Or not. I could go Lovers, make a wild card. How about a wild Ace? Or face card? Let's go wild Ace. Alright, so Dusk, probably, yeah. Hologram, sure. With Dusk and Ancient Joker, you probably don't need a hologram, to be honest. Probably. Sure. I guess hologram could save us from a possible situation where we fail to draw the flush. I'm not super concerned about it. Let's just go next. Alright, Ancient Joker on spades. Okay. Okay. One more time. Spades. There we go. We don't even need Dusk here. We just play the spade flush. That's it. Ancient Joker on clubs. Alright. This boss says play only one hand. Okay. Ancient Joker on clubs. Crystal Ball we don't need. So let's do this. Play only one hand. Alright, let's do it. Extra hand size, Ancient Joker on clubs. Okay. I have 4 of a kind. I have a full house. Maybe I'm supposed to keep one of those? Some of those? 2 pair? Alright, we got plenty of clubs. It's fine. Okay. Ancient Joker on spades. This boss says something about face down cards, so I can take an extra discard. Could be Arcana here, maybe. Emperor gives me Hermie. Let's spin the wheel. Okay, standard pack. Ace of Spades. Okay. I don't need an Ace of Spades. Alright. I guess we could go one more. Maybe one more. To-do list on pairs. We could do that. Sure. Ancient Joker on spades. So probably we should get the spades secured first. I do want to try to get to-do list value, but I want to make sure that I have my spade flush, because if we don't have the flush, we just lose. Bummer. We don't need Dusk. I probably should not play the pair of fours. If we draw a spade here, no, it's not gonna. We're not gonna get it. Okay, that's okay. That's fine. Probably could have played that better. Probably could have played that greedier in the sense of you play the early pairs, even though it's spade pairs. Now, to do this on 3 of a kind. All right. So 2 Celestial packs, maybe. We're looking for Jupiter cards. There's a Splash, which we don't need. There's a Rebate. It's kind of interesting. Plutonium, maybe Earth. Maybe... there's a Jupiter card. Let's go Neptune and Jupiter. Alright. Do I want Mail-in Rebate as an Eternal? We definitely could, but I don't think I will. Alright, I'm looking for clubs now. Okay. There's missing on the clubs. That's it. Let's play the flush. No need to dig. Ancient Joker on diamonds. Alright, there's another Neptune card. Probably don't need that. Extra discard is probably the thing that we want. That makes us very safe. Could be Lovers here. Or could be Emperor, maybe Lovers. Maybe we do... I have an Ace of Hearts. Maybe I'm supposed to do some other... maybe Spades. Queen of Spades, that seems reasonable. And check a standard pack. That's a fancy 4. To do this on 2 pair. Ancient Joker on diamonds. Okay, so these are diamonds. Confirmed. Okay. So I'm looking for a pair now. I could play a pair of 9s. No, I'm looking for 2 pair. Alright, whatever. I'm not going to play 2 pair. This is not diamonds. There's a jack. Okay. Wait. Oh. This is not diamonds. This is, though. Alright. I don't know how I messed that up. Doesn't matter. Okay. To do this on pairs again. Ancient Joker on spades. This boss. Base chips and mold had. We could re-roll it. Probably not the worst boss. Let's go standard pack. Do I want hearts? Nah. Celestial gives me another Neptune. Go next. Spades. Alright, so Try to get spades. I could play the pair of eights. Maybe with the extra discard, playing the pair of eights is fine. I could play a pair of 10 or kings. Maybe I should have kept the 4 for the pair of 4s. I don't really want to play this 4. I don't want to play the glass card if I can avoid it. Let's find out. Yeah, it's fine. There's nothing else that we need to discard for, so let's just play that. Okay. Do this on 3 of a kind now. Oh. Suppose I could take a blue joker instead of this to-do list, maybe? Let's see what's in the Arcana packs. Fool for Neptune? Bummer. Could spin the wheel again. Could be make a glass card or a steel card. Could be. Maybe a glass ace. We can hang them. Okay, so I have maybe extra spades. I can drop one of the spades. So maybe spades and diamonds or clubs. Maybe 7 of diamonds. Alright, instead of a 2 list, take a blue joker. And that's it. Ancient Joker on hearts. Okay. There's my hearts. Alright. Ancient Joker on clubs. Showman, Acrobat. Okay, let's go Celestial Pack. I really want a Jupiter card. There we go. And then a Fool, maybe? Oh, I guess we should check the boss. Face cards face down. Probably not an issue. Alright, could be a Death card. Probably we just hang them. I'm down on diamonds. Maybe remove 1 club, 1 spade. Maybe. And reroll surplus, I guess. Doesn't seem super important. Alright. Ancient Joker on clubs. Alright. We got some wild cards. So what's this? That can't be has to be hearts because it's a low card and then okay. There we go. So these I want to discard. What's in here? Wait, what's this? Oh, this is a Jack of Diamonds. So we discard those. Alright. So if I sort by rank, 1, 2, these are the low cards. And if I sort by suit, those are the clubs. And then just to confirm, I can say this is King of Hearts. Okay, that's hearts. If I sort by rank, all of these are clubs. Cool. Okay. We only needed 2 of them to be clubs. We only needed the 2 small ones to be clubs, and then you play the wild card. Ancient Joker on hearts now. This boss says decrease level. You son of a biscuit. We could re-roll it. Temperance gives me 16 bucks unless you want to make a glass card. Standard pack. Do I want a gold seal? I don't really want more hearts, but maybe we take a gold seal. Probably it doesn't matter. There's a chariot. Alright. Buffoon pack. Waisos doesn't really work with this build. Ancient Joker on hearts. Alright. There's the hearts flush. We could get the gold seal, is maybe the one reason why we would discard. Okay, in that case, do we want to go to the final hand and then we get more dusk value on the gold seal? Probably. Unnecessary, but sure, why not? Do one of those. Copy dusk here for the gold seal value. Ouch. Okay. Ancient Joker on clubs now. This boss, shuffle me Jimbos. I guess I'll take a telescope. There's Jupiter, and we can skip the rest. What's in here? Anything interesting? Could be a Polychrome 7. Ancient Joker's on clubs, so I guess no 7. Onk. Oh man, maybe. Alright. Oh, nar. Let's go. We said it was clubs. If you forget, by the way, you could do this. You could go, where is it? There's the idol. Where's Ancient Joker? Ancient Joker's here. It says clubs. So there's clubs. All right. Okay. Oh, I could make a red steel card. That's kind of fun. All right, so this is an Ancient Joker. This is an Ancient Joker. Which means I want my Ancient Jokers to be somewhere like that. And then ship it. So this is Dusk, this is Blueprint now. Alright. That's it, I guess. So I don't love Ancient Joker. I think it's kind of annoying to play around. Usually if I'm trying to do some kind of high score stuff, you want to turn all your deck into all the same card or all the same suit. And then even if you're just normally trying to play flushes, you want to make your deck into all of one suit or maybe all of two suits. If you have Ancient Joker, because it keeps changing, you kind of want to have your deck evenly split between the suits. But if it's even between the different suits, then maybe you're not able to find your flushes as easily. Or maybe you can, but you have to make sacrifices. So maybe if you're trying to do blue seals, it's harder to hold on to the blue seal because you have to discard the blue seal in order to find your flush. Or maybe with the steel cards, gold cards, you have to discard them in order to find the flush. Of course, Ancient Joker is very strong, so you get the one flush, but the one flush is very powerful, is going to one-shot. Also, potentially you want to get wild cards, make Ancient Joker easier, make Ancient Joker better, but then there's a lot of bosses that will debuff the wild cards, even not just debuffing the wild cards, but sometimes the one boss is the same suit that Ancient Joker is. You can kind of play around that a little bit by skipping some rounds sometimes, or holding some kind of tarot cards upstairs. That can help sometimes. But the biggest beef that I have with Ancient Joker is just, I don't like Jokers that are so powerful that once you pick it up, it negates everything else that you're doing. So forget anything else we're doing. Now we have Ancient Joker, now we're doing flushes. And we're not just doing generically any flushes, we're doing specifically Ancient Joker flushes. Even suits in the deck, wild cards in the deck. I don't like Jokers that are so narrow, where there was an opportunity to take hologram early on. Hologram is of course very powerful, but hologram is generic. It kind of fits into any build. Whereas once you pick up Ancient Joker, because it's so powerful, you have to do it. And because it's so narrow, then you can't do anything else. Anyway, this run was not super long, not super educational necessarily, but I don't cherry pick these runs, so you get what you get. Take care, everyone.